Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Ozzy bringing you another Doctor Who action figure review, and this is the latest B&M set, which is the Remembrance of the Daleks Imperial Battle Squad pack. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the packaging, it's exactly the same as it is for all the other waves, just with one particular colour motif, so screw it, let's just get into this thing and go straight to the Special Weapons Dalek.
Now, what can I say other than look at this beauty? Character, you really have outdone yourselves with this. Holy crap. Oh, let's just take a look at the details. So the base has been painted in a base gold and then given a bit of a scratchy wash over the top of it, quite similar to how they were previously, but the wash is a little bit brown as well, so it's got a little bit more depth than just black. Now, this is easily the best part of the figure. The skirt has been painted in a base ivory colour, much like the standard Imperials, but it's been given a black wash on top. Now, this is the best wash they've done on the Special Weapons Dalek thus far, because the first couple of releases, the first one looked really odd, the second one looked too crayon-y, you know, it looked like someone had gone over it with a crayon, whereas this one, it looks industrial, it looks like it's supposed to, and I am very pleased that we finally have this amazing looking skirt. Moving up, we have the gold, much like previously on the hemispheres and the base. This is a different shade of gold to what it was on the previous Special Weapons Daleks. The gun has been given some really cool weathering as well. It just looks so damn cool. They've got it right for once. And the midsection has been given quite a lot of dry brushing instead of like those weird streak marks that were on the first copy. But yeah, no, really solid work here. Have a look at all those rivets and the details there. All looks really tight, really cool. Weathering is just pretty phenomenal, and yeah, you can see all the weathering on the gun here, kind of like dry brushed silver on top, which all looks really good. Probably the best interpretation so far, and kind of a bit minimal, really looks good. So when we look at this thing from above, you can see all the dry brushing on the rivets here, really brings out the details, makes it pop, looks fantastic. And then when you move up the head section, this is all done in that gold as well, with all the washes and things. And on top, that looks pretty solid too. Still probably a little bit too much brush marks visible, but I mean, it's never going to look perfect, so looks good. I'm not going to complain too much. The upside down garden bin does look good, much the same as the previous ones, not really too much different here. So overall, this figure looks breathtaking, fantastic. I feel like a kid again having this, honestly. Like, I'm so glad that we have it now. I do have the original, and I did have the sound effects one at some point, but I customized that like an idiot. That's really expensive now, but it feels like I'm adding this to my collection for the first time, which I'm really happy about. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this video, then make sure you give it a like and comment and let me know what you think. And also, we do have a Patreon now. There are some really cool perks, some really cool rewards, early access to videos, Patreon exclusive vlog series, which I know sounds a bit underwhelming, but they are actually quite fun, and I'm saying that from an unbiased approach. They're quite fun to watch. So if you want to see some exclusive stuff, then go over to Patreon, link in the description below. Enjoy the video. So moving on to the Imperial Dalek, it's very similar to how it appeared in the past, but there are some new tooling features which I will go over, but overall it looks pretty good from the offset. So overall, the base has been done in one solid ivory colour with the gold hemispheres for detailing. All look very good. As you can see, it's the sound effects mould, so it's got that ring around that hemisphere there, but everything really tight, really crisp, looks the part. Moving to the midsection, this piece here, the slat piece, it is a new sculpt, and it really does benefit from it. Like, it's really tight, really crisp. Easily the best version of these slats we've had so far, and I'm so glad they fixed this, because when we got that Coal Hill School set, I was a bit angry, to say the least, even though I bought about 4 of them. Put your money where your mouth is. If you're not happy, don't buy it, and if you are happy, then do buy it. Really solid. One thing I will say, or maybe a couple of points, I'm very disappointed that we didn't get the new front section piece like we did on the Necros Daleks, but have the hexagon on instead. It is quite unfortunate, because the 80s Daleks did have a chunkier bottom band on the midsection. I know that these were entirely new sculpts anyway, so little things like that, it's not the end of the world, but it would have been so good to have that new torso piece like we had in the Necros set. Quite annoying. So moving up to the neck section, it does use the same mesh here. I perhaps would have liked some new tooling on this. I mean, I know I'm asking for a lot, but possibly have it with a different mesh texture, because the Imperials in that episode did have a different mesh texture, but I'm sure it probably wouldn't have warranted the new tooling, so I can get past that. So moving up to the thing which people like to argue about, and that is the eye stalk. Now this is the same one as used on the Remembrance set that released last year. Yes, it is inaccurate, but overall it probably is the best out of all of the ones they've done so far. I think it looks quite solid. Ooh, look at the headlights while we're here. Headlights, the same as ever before. Yeah, it's inaccurate, but honestly, I think it does the job quite well. Like I said, these things aren't accurate anyway, these Imperial Daleks, because they are completely different sculpts, so I don't mind. People were worried about maybe a black pupil, but I can confirm it is gold, and we finally have silver around the ring. So overall, what do I think of this Imperial Dalek figure? I think they've pretty much done it at this point. I don't think they can make any more changes. Like I said, there are a couple of things which I do wish they'd change, like the midsection piece, like the front bit, and perhaps given us a longer plunger and maybe tooled the neck, but perhaps that's just asking for too much. Probably wasn't within the budget, but I think we can finally sleep soundly now. You know, we've got a good enough representation of the Imperial Dalek now. So overall, I am extremely happy with this set. I feel like I'm 10 years old again, honestly. It's quite exciting to own this thing again. I'm so glad they did such a good job on these figures, because I was quite worried that perhaps they'd not do the Special Weapons Dalek justice, given the past couple of releases, but they've really pulled the socks up and given us a real solid piece. And the Imperial Dalek 2, like I said, it's never going to be 100% accurate. If you want a completely accurate one, then follow the MonoSupreme eBay store, because I might be putting some accurate Imperial Dalek kits on there very soon. But yeah, no, I don't really have any complaints with this set, bar a tiny couple of nitpicks, but yeah, go out, buy it, support the range. It's a really cool set, and character, please send me free sets again, because I can SCRD anytime you want. So thanks for watching this, guys. Happy hunting, and stay safe out there. Goodbye!